This is DC Danton Crow Crusader. This is the 31st, last day of July. And tomorrow is the holiday here, 1st of August. Look at these little pigeons. Now, this is the largest group I've seen for a while, but it could be that there are several pigeon handlers here down the street, and they may have let all their pigeons out, what's left before the holiday. So, I think I'll bring them over there on the sidewalk. It's too dangerous here. Let's put down a couple of seeds for them over there. There, they're already over there. Look at that. And a couple of cashews. Oh, what news do we have today? Well, one thing I will tell you, first off, that when we drove by this morning, I drove by this morning and noticed that the janitor here at the shopping center was here, and the way he had parked his car was very suspicious, his van. And don't forget, originally I thought little Stubby was poisoned because it's very similar. If the mind is, if the central nervous system is usually the poisons attack the central nervous system, and that's why they get disoriented, that's why they walk like that, and so forth and so on, and that's how it works. We're going to put down some seeds here, sunflower seeds. The trailer man will come back, but the pigeons will have most of this done. Okay, and yeah, I know who that is. There we go. Most of this will be gone. I opened this up so as not to make so much noise. There we go. These are sunflower seeds. There I am littering the sidewalk. Look at that. Look at that. Anyway. The guy sitting in here, I don't know what he's doing. Something not good. Just waiting for someone, or he's waiting for me. Anyway, there's our Seymour. Seymour's there. Hey, Seymour. Hey, Seymour. Look at that. Seymour, the little mule gull, and his friend. See that? I got this guy in my scope. Anyway, we'll throw some more down. Yeah, they're really hungry. So, and when I drove by the second time, his van was gone in the morning, and the birds were eating here. Then the van came later, and when he was here, there wasn't a bird around in the area. Now, that's another thing that says that he's also been poisoning birds, and I know this. But he also is guilty of shooting birds. And 3 years ago, he was on the terrace up here, on the terrace. See where the crow's sitting there. And he had an air gun. And he was getting ready to shoot on the field. And I screamed and he ran away. At that time, I didn't know who he was, several years ago. Of course, since then, he's come and attacked me on the field. And now I know who he is. Now, I don't know what this guy did. Did he call the police here? I have no idea. I have no idea. They can do what they want. So, anyway, I don't know what this guy is doing here. I have just absolutely no idea what these people are doing. So, yeah, it's absolutely amazing. When I turned poor Stubby around and saw that hole in the side of his head, I can't tell you how I felt, but I knew exactly who did it. Okay? I knew exactly who did it. Anyway, let's get down to business here. And so, I will also do criminal charges against that man. Because we all know nothing is going to come of this. But nothing. Okay? And I'll get charged for it. I'll get charged for making them do it. Okay? But I know he shot Stubby. And I think he's been parking his van here and through this back door or the side window shooting birds here where no one can see him. That's what I think. We got some grain left here. Let's see who shows up. We got plenty of grain left. Birds are not being able to eat here during the day. That's what that means. Otherwise, that grain would be gone. They're not able to eat here because someone's doing something. Okay. Now we have the stupid holiday tomorrow, and they'll be shooting off all the fireworks and so forth. Well, what's the big news of the day? Bryant fell yesterday while coming out of the kitchen and fell on the floor. Wow, it was very hard to get him up, but I did, and he hurt his hip. Now, he had a very bad night. He had lots of pain, but he had his stroller, or Rollator, I guess they call it in German, and he was rolling along. Not very quickly, but he was able to get in and out of the car. And I said to him, to be 100% sure, we need to go and have an x-ray. And since today is a dialysis day, I said, we're going to go have that x-ray before you go to dialysis, okay? Here's our eggs. Oh. And lo and behold, I dropped him off in the emergency. I had to go shopping and run errands. And I come back thinking he's in dialysis. I bought him some chocolate chip cookies for a treat tonight. And lo and behold, he says tomorrow morning at 9 o'clock, oh look, there's a pair of new gulls. And the third one. I'm having my hip replaced. 9 o'clock, Tuesday morning. He leaves that on my answering machine. Unbelievable. So yes, that's what happened. Look at these mule gulls. Wow. Beautiful. Oh, there's Seymour. Seymour's protecting his little feeding ground. But that's nature, isn't it? Well, he feels this is his home. There's a little doggy there looking at the birds. He's looking at the birds. But he seems to enjoy the birds. The little doggy enjoys the birds, doesn't he? Yes, he does. Wow. What's she doing with that poor dog? She lifted him up about a meter high to pull him along. It's not very good, is it? Yeah. So he severed the ball that goes into the socket of the hip was severed, but it didn't drop down. It stayed in place, so he was able to walk. It was like a miracle. Okay, and that's why he didn't think he hurt himself. He had a lot of pain because he said he pulled some muscles. And I said, I don't care. I said, you're going down in emergency. I said, you're going to need an x-ray. I can't trust what you're saying. You don't know. We don't know for sure. We have to have clarity. And this is the clarity, okay? And this is what happened. And now he's going to be in the hospital for a week and rehabilitation, and I guess the doctor said about 3 months. About 3 months before he can be, have some sort of normal walking. He'll be on crutches for quite a while. He has to take all the pressure and weight off of that hip. And then he also needs a knee replacement. And yeah, it'd be great if they'd done it all at the same time, but it's the opposite knee, so I think that's a little bit too much for him. Here comes our trailer. Yeah, so that's the big news of the day. He just got out of the hospital like 3 weeks ago. With blood poisoning, and had his gallbladder removed, and he was doing really well. He was doing really well, but he has arthritis in his hip. And he got a stab of pain, and it's just pulled him right down on the floor. And he was very lucky the way he fell. He just missed a glass table with iron base from California. It's a beautiful table.